Thank you for the opportunity to share a few words with you today as part of your Food and Ag Executive Dialogue. I think you know that rural America provides our nation's food and energy resources, the fiber for goods and manufacturing, and contributes more than 35% of our nation's military members. That's the reason that rural America holds a special claim to the U.S. Department of Agriculture's mission. We know that when rural America is able to reach its fullest potential, all of America is better positioned to be competitive in a global economy. That's why we're focused on building back better, stronger, and more resilient and equitable than ever before. Since January 20th, the Biden Harris administration is focused on defeating the COVID-19 pandemic and getting our economy back on track. Now, this includes making sure our farmers, ranchers, and foresters have strong and growing market opportunities in food, agriculture, and forestry to generate revenue. Demand for food and agricultural products has bounced back, and we're seeing record demand for U.S. agricultural exports all around the world. With the economy on the rise, we need to invest in our rural communities and our infrastructure. Thanks to the American Rescue Plan, USDA is making a major commitment to rebuilding our food system back better in rural communities. We're investing more than $4 billion in new funding in four major categories: food production, food processing, food distribution and aggregation, and markets and consumers. And right now, we have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to transform the food system so that it's more resilient against shocks, so it can deliver greater value to growers and workers, and so it can offer consumers an affordable selection of healthy food produced and sourced locally and regionally by farmers and processors from diverse backgrounds. As part of this effort, last month in Iowa, I announced an investment of $500 million in American Rescue Plan funds to expand meat and poultry processing capacity in order to make agricultural markets more accessible, fair, competitive, and resilient for our farmers and ranchers. If we want family farms and ranches as well as rural communities to remain viable, we need to support them. We need to invest in processing that is flexible, that meets consumer demands, and gives farmers and ranchers a fair shake. We also announced at that time more than $150 million for existing small and very small processing facilities to help them weather COVID-related expenses, allow them to compete in the marketplace, and get the support they need to reach more of their customers. At the same time, USDA is engaged in a series of rulemakings to increase competition in agricultural industries. Pursuant to the Biden-Harris administration's historic commitment to fight monopolization, these rules will increase farmer and rancher earnings and promote competition across the economy. Altogether, these actions will spur economic opportunity, add resiliency to our food supply chain, and level the playing field for farmers and ranchers. We must also commit to building or rebuilding the infrastructure in rural America that supports a local and regional food system, that embraces renewable energy, and that provides broadband connectivity to strengthen education, healthcare, and public services. I'm incredibly pleased to see that President Biden and a bipartisan group of senators have made significant progress in passing an infrastructure deal that will benefit all Americans. Rural America, in particular, stands to benefit from this historic investment in our infrastructure. It will deliver broadband to rural homes and communities and businesses across the country, helping to increase access to jobs, education, healthcare, banking, and markets for farmers and rural small businesses. The bill upgrades our power infrastructure, improves drinking water, and connects rural communities through upgraded and improved roads and bridges. The Bipartisan Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act also makes investments to safeguard our communities at risk from climate change, from supporting our farmers facing intensifying drought and improving wildfire mitigation, to investing in environmental remediation in hard-hit rural communities affected by legacy pollution. Most importantly, the bipartisan infrastructure deal creates good-paying jobs that will lay the foundation for decades of prosperity, especially in our rural communities. By investing in rural infrastructure, we're building opportunity and prosperity. We're supporting the local economy by making rural communities attractive and economically viable places to live, work, and raise families. But we have more work to do. By prioritizing economic growth and development, we'll put America and rural America at the heart of solutions for climate change, renewable energy, building a fairer, more equitable food system, and spurring job creation. We are committed to harnessing the vast and powerful resources of USDA to target underserved communities and those that have been marginalized to help them realize their dreams as well. And we'll find new and creative ways to collaborate with other federal agencies, social sector organizations, and the private sector to spur community development, start and grow thousands of businesses, and give individuals the financial tools to succeed in rural America. I want to thank you for all you do to support the Midwest. I thank you for the opportunity to visit with you today, and I wish you a productive and meaningful dialogue.